Hi, Sagittarius. This is Jeffrey. This is Right Color. And I hope you're well. This is the reading. This is your tarot reading for June 6th through the 13th. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. Please go visit my website, rightcolor.com, and my Instagram, which is Right Color. At those sites, I basically am offering my artwork. I paint, and I do work on textiles, etc., etc. See, the little doggy wants to go. I live in the back of a building, so like out my window are all these yards that attach these small apartment buildings, and they all have yards. So dogs bark, and it's like, well, someone's having a fight. I have no idea. The sound could be from like a block away. It just reverberates through the yards. Very strange. So you hear these sounds. It's like, oh, I wonder where that is. Okay. Somebody saw a pet pig. And they would walk the pig. It was like really kind of crazy and kind of adorable. And the pig would squeal. It was so strange. It's a strange sound to hear in the middle of the city. Okay. That's my little story for today. The Lovers, the Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. There's a lot of like duality going on here. Because look, you have two, you have two, you have two. How am I going to manage my finances? How am I going to keep all the, how are you going to keep all those balls afloat? How am I going to pay this and that? How am I going to do it? I have to make choices. I have to decide what's got to stay, what's got to go, what do I have to pay attention to? And there's definitely a, and you too, there's somebody else who got the same thing. You're getting both cards of, one is Gemini and one is Cancer, which is the month of June. Between the eclipses, it's like I'm trying to decide what to do. Which way should I go? What should I do? How can I incorporate what I do with making more money? A lot of times I tell you, Sagittarius, to try to kind of trust your instinct, right? A lot of times I tell you that. I know I've said that to you a couple of times before, because Sagittarius is actually more intuitive than it's given credit for. Not that all signs aren't intuitive. All signs are. I don't, but, because you're a fire sign, so, you're ruled by your passion, which is great. And not today. Like, you have to really get clear about what's the best, you have to like put your heart and your feelings on the side and say, okay, what really makes sense here? Like, okay, maybe if I need more money, maybe I can get a job that I'm not really passionate about, but it'll help me pay my bills. Or maybe I need to get really serious about this budget and say, this needs to be cut out, that needs to be cut out, this needs to be cut out, because these bills need to be paid and I need to save money toward the future. It's like that. You have to really, get that accountant in, get that judge in, get that this is, oh, I don't feel passionate about it. It's like you gotta have to kind of put it on the side, at least for this week, to juggle it, right? To make an informed choice. This is what I need. Yeah, choice again, two, another two. This is an interesting choice. Do I rely on what I built in the past, or am I hopeful? Am I moving forward? Like, this is what this has given me, right? And it'll work again. Or do I really want to move forward? Do I want to move forward? So I think there's going to be a clarity about that. A clarity about, and also this could be travel. This could be overseas. It's like, dude, I want to move forward. How can I move forward? Have a vision of it, and maybe have to figure out finances. Maybe I have to juggle a few things, but I'm willing to put the effort in so that I can kind of get out of this weird place that I'm in. Because he's all about movement. He also has this duality. I think there's a clarity about, I think there's a really profound clarity about being stuck, and like, even emotions aside, it's like, I'm really stuck here and I need to like make something happen. Let's read one more. Mm, mm. I think it goes, once you get clear about how to get unstuck, and to clear the things in your mind and in your environment that are keeping you kind of at bay and sort of in this limbo state, um, then your passion will be reawoken. But I think you have to come at the whole thing from a point of view of being very analytical and seeing it really clearly, so that you can make a really wise decision. Making a really wise decision. Yeah. Yeah. And it might involve something far away, or it might involve something like overseas. It might involve something that takes you away from a place you're familiar with. But if it makes sense, then that's the thing to do. Then that's the thing to do. Because then your passion will be reawoken. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So put on your thinking cap. Put your passion on the side. Think about it really clearly and really efficiently, and like, not how you feel, but what makes sense. What's like the real road ahead, and then look for something much bigger. I think you're looking to. I think it's time to open your mind to a much bigger possibility, a much bigger possibility than you've been used to, than you've been accustomed to, than you're comfortable with. Like really stretch yourself. Really stretch yourself. That's what I think. There you go. That was very a lot going on. It's a lot. Yeah. All right. So you know what I feel like? It feels like your uh, your higher self or your soul is trying to like give you hints and clues as to how much bigger you actually are. How much bigger you actually are. Like how much bigger your spirit actually is than you have entertained. That's my feeling. There you go. There you go. You know, see a bigger picture. You know, you have that. You know, you're that because you're a very big being. You know, you're a man on top of a horse, so you're able to see a much larger picture um, than a lot of other signs. So use that. Use that because I feel like your spirit is trying to tell you. It's like, oh, you know, this isn't the whole story. There's a much bigger story out there for you. There's a much bigger story for you out there. And if you're feeling like bogged down, it's like, well, change your mind about where you're looking. Change your mind. Blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in.